It is the weekend, and that means we're playing some Mega Man X. We're doing X2 today. We're doing a minimalist challenge, which is low percent with schematic conditions from our poll that we ran. If you participated in the poll, you remember I was trying to get some help, like how can we make this low percent run special? There are lots of things you can do to make a run more challenging, but the community came out in pretty large numbers and said no dashing. That was number 1 in the poll. Number 2 in the poll was X-Buster only, no boss weapons. I was like, I think I could do both of these things. I think it's possible that I could finish the game looking like this and still keep to those rules. So that's what I'm going to do. Number 3 in the poll is a little bit farther back, but still a lot of people voted and said, don't die. I'm probably going to die. I probably am going to die a lot. Probably am. But I'm going to try not to. So that means maybe we'll die 30 times. It'll probably be like a 3-hour event. Some of those later fights get kind of hairy, but if you want to hang around, make a sandwich, get comfy, retile your kitchen, walk your dog, finish your taxes, we're gonna be getting real comfy and finishing this run hopefully tonight. Been looking forward to this thing. Been practicing the run so I can make sure that I deliver. Show you guys what I've been up to. If you want to participate in this, please feel free, but I'm not going to run a timer on this. It's such a grueling challenge that I just don't feel like it would be nice to do to anybody or make them spend hours trying to do it. For me, I want to do it. If you want to watch me get beat up, I enjoy that. You know, go for it. Don't make it weird, but I really do enjoy a good challenging game. Since it's a low percent run, we're going to ignore these 3 silhouettes that are talking to each other. Surge's Violent Agile, the X-Hunters. We're not going to even bother with them, because if you get the 0 parts along the way, it changes the ending, so I'm told. I've not finished the game and watched the ending for low percent. So this is a challenge that, you know, I get to see something new. Even after 30 years, I haven't seen that, so I'm looking forward to it. I went ahead and picked Crystal Snail first. There's no order that you really need to observe. I thought, I'm going to finish the annoying bosses first, because things can, you know, get really sideways on you. And these stages. So I'm like, if it's going to get weird, let's have that happen early so we can just redo the game. You know, not spend hours recording, have to throw it out. Not being able to dash makes some interesting challenges happen. It's like, so here's one. You know, you can't dash, so how are you going to cross these spikes? Well, we do it like so, using our iframes. And we're going to have to fight this mid-boss. Ordinarily, we would skip it. Using a skipping glitch, you use a charged boss weapon over a very specific frame, and you don't have to even do this fight. The luxury. Oh, got me. It's kind of an annoying mid-boss, you know? You don't like doing it. I don't like doing it. So we're out of there. We're gonna not pick up any parts. There's a part we could, you know, pick up down below, but we're not gonna even bother with it. Just gonna keep on. All right, let's go. Might do a little bit of tactical farming here, but not much. We won't be here for too long. Just want to be able to survive more than one hit from Snail's shell if that happens. That boy hurts. Like I say, this won't take too long. Just that they just need to pay up. There we go. I think that's all. Let's go fight a snail. We're gonna do this without dash, so this means that we can't let him do the time slow down thing that he likes to do. If he does that, we're probably going to get hit. And if we get hit, it probably leads to another hit. So it's that kind of fight. Okay, we try to climb and dodge. And dodge. And dodge. Okay. Hug the wall. Make him target us up high. Run away. Okay. If you get frozen, it's no big deal. You just gotta escape. That's all. Ooh, narrowly escaped that. Alright, here he goes. He's gonna probably do this time stoppy thing. No, boy, we're probably hit now. Probably we can't get away from this next one. Oh, we got real lucky. Get out, get out, get out! Ah, that was an accidental dash. Not intentional. Okay, we get that first win. So we do have accidental dashes. I'm not gonna be pressing the A button. You would know if I did, see. But sometimes you have an accidental toward motion that the game picks up on, and you have an accidental dash. If that happens, and it's at a really crucial time, and it decides my victory, you know, I'm gonna throw the run out. This video will never see the light of day. But if it's kind of like, you could tell that was an accident, and it didn't really change the outcome at all, I'd like to keep that, please. But just letting you know, that did happen. We had some accidental toward action there. But we're not using the A dash, not at all. That's why I've got my Nintendo Spy down below. This stage is really hard and annoying for Magna Centipede. If you have dash, maybe it's not as big a deal, but there's one section of it that's just really bad. Really bad and really irritating. Also, there's one part that you can't get through unless you leave at a very specific time. I'll show you what I mean in just a sec. Those of you who've done this dashless, you already know. But if you haven't, it's this next section. There are 2 times when you can go. Okay? You can go right now, or else you can't cross this gap. Not without dash, you can't. I mean, you'd have to use like Stag charge or something. But we can't because we're doing X-Buster only. Okay, this next part, getting past the spotlights is not hard. I don't find it hard. I mean, you just go right and then you go left. So, like, what's hard about that? This next part, though, if you can't dash, what are you gonna do to get through this? You have to get the RNG on your side. I don't really know what you do, but you gotta do it. If these little things track you and hit you, you probably already know, this makes the mid-boss like a lot harder to fight. I don't want to fight that mid-boss when he's hard. You want to keep him easy. Interestingly, as you have this thing upgrading more and more, he starts to look more like Zero and act more like Zero. Die already. Ugh. Now, I don't know why, but this next section has its own checkpoint right here. If you run at slow speed, it's a total mystery to me why you have a checkpoint there. If you're going at slow speed, you just run and you jump. And you just run casually, and then you just jump. Like, that's all you do. I think that whole section is hard because people dash. And then things happen. Okay. This will probably be our first death. I can't imagine getting through this without taking a hit, so here we go. This might be death number 1. We're probably gonna die. I mean, I'm trying not to. Gross. Okay. Well, at least it happened early on before we got too far into the fight. So we got that out of the way. The first death is done. There will be lots more. But, you know, usually one of the Maverick 8 will get lucky, and then we'll have a whole bunch of deaths later. Not really a terribly hard fight, except when he starts using projectiles, because those are hard to dodge in our current condition. Alright, he's probably going to try to nerf us now, repeatedly. When his health bar gets real low like this, it's much harder to escape the tractor beam, or whatever it is that he's using. The magnet beam, the attraction. Okay, great. That's two of the most annoying spots down. Let's go for the last of the 3 that I find really annoying. And then we'll call this a run. I mean, it's not done, but it's so much easier once you have these 3 out of the way. And I'm talking, of course, about Bubble Crab. You might not have any trouble with Bubble Crab. I have a lot of trouble with Bubble Crab. Oh, wait, what's this? Dr. Kane, you're doing your eyebrows all funny. Something must be wrong. I didn't catch any of that. He was talking. I'm not making fun, though. Like, he got his doctorate in eyebrow wiggling. Crab. Sometimes Ostrich can be really, really bad. So we might do him next, but Bubble Crab is just a bad time. Beautiful level, though. Actually, it starts beautiful, and then it gets worse. You end it, and you're like, where have we gone? What have we done wrong? Okay. Do you have to kill the fish? No, you do not. Are we going to kill the fish? We're totally gonna kill the fish. It's not too hard to kill the fish after you get the first few pieces knocked off. But it takes some mashing, as you see, yeah. If you had wanted to do the X-Hunter fights, if you had wanted to do them, it's really hard to get to that spot if you don't have dash, and if you don't have the ability to use, your boss weapons. It's really difficult to get to that spot in those conditions. You know what you have to do? It's like you have to have your 6-pixel jump right here and go out to the left, but you're not done. Then you have to use the fish to knock you the rest of the way into the wall. And you're still not done, because then you have to kill the fish. in order to have a shot at your X Hunter. It's like, that's a lot of gaming. That's kind of an achievement in itself. Oh, silly. Okay, Owly, why do you have such trouble with Bubble Crab? What makes this boss so difficult? Well, a few things. If his RNG doesn't like you very much, you're gonna get a lot of bubbles and a lot of projectiles. And you can't bait him out of his bubble very easily. So let's just see what he gives us. Yeah, we got the bad RNG. No body hit. I know you can jump above his head. I know you can. I'm aware. I'm also aware that I don't want him to shoot out more baby crabs, which he's often going to do. And I can't dodge very well as I am, so I like to just kind of avoid that. And today we got lucky. You can dodge the baby crabs. I just think it takes a little more engineering than I'm comfortable with in those heavy conditions of, like, you gotta watch the crab. Don't take your eye off the crab. But whatever happens when you do the gauntlet run, when the boss rush happens and you gotta fight that guy again, I feel like his AI changes a lot and he's much harder. So get ready for me to die a lot the next time we see him. We're gonna do Ostrich next, because maybe this goes sideways. Overdrive Ostrich has one move, basically, that gives us a lot of problems. Because we can't dash. Man, those guys take a lot of hits. Okay. We're going to use the bike as a moving platform only. You have to use it to cross the spikes, otherwise I don't know how you do it. But just a moving platform, that's all that is. We're not going to use the gun on it, and we're definitely not going to use the dash on it. Okay, again, moving platform only. I can't help that the thing was right there, I can't help that. But I had to do it as well, because otherwise you can't cross this next gap. Not that I'm aware of, anyway. So, I'm gonna use it as a moving platform a third time. And that'll be the last time, hopefully. Moving platform. See, I'm not touching anything. No touching. Oh, and now we're off the bike. Good. We can complete the level. Still Buster only. I'm going to do a very small bit of tactical farming. It's tactical, it's just farming. All farming's tactical, isn't it? Just putting tactical in front of words to make it sound however it sounds. That's the last respawning enemy that you get, so that's why we did that. And now we fight some scorpions and go to the boss door. Good. We go in with full health, and we have 4 tries. I feel good about our chances here. Okay, now if you're very familiar with Ostrich, you know he has this move set that's really hard to counter. We're looking for a giant big boot move. That's the one we want to stay away from the most. But all the moves kind of hurt a lot, and we don't want to really deal with them. See, all of the moves hurt a lot. Alright, next time it'll be different. The big boot move is the worst of the bunch. All of them are a lot harder to dodge when you don't have a dash working for you. Ah! I'm surrendering this one because that accidental dash happened at the exact right moment. Surrendering. That one will not stand. If it keeps happening, the run is thrown out. You'll never see this, but if in the event that it does make it online, I don't want anybody to feel like that was unfair and I got away with anything. Standing too close. Yeah, part of the fun of that is you can chain him into doing the move over and over again. I was hoping he'd do it. And if you only turn back a little bit, you'll always, or usually, will be right in the sweet spot between the sonic boomerang things that fall from the sky. And you just keep on running, and you repeat, and you repeat, and you repeat. But if he throws a lot of big boots at you, you lose. You're just not going to win. I don't know how to say otherwise. Let's do Wire Sponge. This is a very hard stage if you don't have dash. Very hard. If you've not done this before, you don't know. If you're thinking through it, you're like, oh yeah, it's the wind. Otherwise, not really a big deal. But there are a couple windy spots where you have to avoid the spikes. Yes. Here's one of them. I prefer to take the top route right away. Okay. That was it. If you get a kick off the very top of that corner there, you can clear it in the wind. There are other ways to get across. That's the one I prefer. It makes me feel like, you know, we did an impressive jump. I don't know. I don't know if it's impressive or not. It was to me. Can't clear that in the breeze. Oh no. Please. Oh, there we go. Sometimes they'll change the weather for you, sometimes they won't. It is an exciting world, is it not? Okay, great. Right here, Gotta use some iframes. I think you can clear that jump without iframes, but it's kind of close, so I prefer iframes. Why not? Good. We got through, I think, the last of the annoying stages, and now we can fight the boss. This boss is not hard. Very rarely do you die at Wire Sponge. And we're, of course, not going to dash or use boss weapons. Go! Alright, we're gonna have to gamble. I'm assuming we won't get shot right here on the side. It's not always true, by the way. Sometimes you do get shot there. We're making good headway with all these bosses. Very happy with how this is turning out. Who's fun? Let's do Stag. Stag can give you a bad time. The level's kind of exciting too. Are you thinking ahead? Are you thinking lava tube? Are you thinking lava tube? Yes. It turns out it's not so hard if you've done it a few times, but it's very scary the first time you do it without dash. You're like, or should I be doing this? Like, morally? Incidentally, this is also the stage you come to if you need to farm lives, which we will do later. Ooh. Oh. Yeah, went the wrong way there for a second, but we're alright. Thank goodness lava doesn't kill you for some reason. Alright, we got those little green guys we gotta shoot down in this corridor. They're not hard, but if you get hit by them, you lose what little life you have left. Good news is they don't respawn. That's the one little bit of good news I got for you there. Here's another one. And there are two more, I think. Here's one. Then there's one more. I gotta think how I'm gonna do this. It's a little bit of a paradigm shift from how you usually would do it with a wall kick. There. No. Okay, well now that that's gone, I'm gonna focus on doing it. There we go. Part of me was like, I don't want to get hit as soon as I jump up there. I only have so much HP, you know? Lucky thing we don't have much missing. This is another boss that you have, you can have trouble with depending on the RNG. There's one move he does when he zooms up the wall. And if you aren't thinking ahead, if you aren't planning, he's going to do this every time. He's going to hit you every time. There we go. See, if you weren't ready for that, he was going to hit you with it. You have to be ready every time. Oh. See, I wasn't ready for that time. So, of course he hits me again. Oh no! This one's forfeit. Accidental dash. That was... It wasn't, like, crucial to the battle, but it was getting kind of to the point that it was like, maybe I could win. So I threw that one out. If it keeps happening, I'm just going to quit the run, because I can't have that many accidental dashes. It'll start to look like it's not an accident. Ow. Oh, I missed. Crap. I had a feeling he was gunning for me there. Got him. Okay. No accidental dashes in that one. Who's next? Moth? I think Moth. I tried to go to the Sigma stages. Huh. Funny. Moth altogether is just a good experience. I really do like this combo, the stage and the boss. Without dash, without the weapons. I think this is actually really fun. You get to see all your old friends, the bees from the first game. Don't tell me you didn't have fun with the bees. Come on. I'm being a little facetious. I really didn't like those bees. Earlier today, I was saying I don't like those bees. Nobody even asked me a question. They weren't even asking me, like, do you like the... No. Nobody said anything, and I was like, bees, man. It's specifically the robot bees, by the way. It's not, you know... It's not our pollinating friends. Wait, is there a free life over here? I need that. Alright, if you will please direct your attention to the middle of the room, you will find a koala's head. Look, left ear, right ear, two sleepy koala eyes, a big koala nose. You can't unsee this. Embrace it. It's a fun stage. I love how the ceiling is all koalas. Taking some notes on my decor, like maybe I need more koalas in my house. Oh. Gravity. So many 90s movie tropes in this stage, I love it. Everything's kind of a mix of Alien and Transformers and Terminator and just all the archetypes that seem to make it into all of the 90s games. Because they were in movies, you know, that's the media you consumed back then. Maybe you still do. Now, this vaguely looks like Optimus Prime to me. Maybe anybody, maybe I'm not the only person who sees that. Anybody else see it? I kind of see it. Alright, last hallway. We're gonna try to farm again right before the boss door. As you do. And we do that by respawning that green guy over and over again. That's all. Eventually he pays up. He should pay up. Pays what he owes. Owly, why are you farming for energy before Moth? Well, it's because with Buster and no dash, the Moth fight can be very hard. You gotta control how much damage you end up taking. If you make it to phase 2, you're great, usually. But before that, it's a little challenging. You can no-hit this if you have good RNG and if you have aim such that you blow up all the garbage that he's throwing out. Then you can make that happen. We probably won't make that happen. Because, I don't know, this sort of breaks the rule of Nintendo where you can blow up the boss's weapon, i.e. the garbage. It's not something you typically see in a lot of Nintendo games. But it is something that you see here. Oh god! Please don't make me throw this run out. This one was going so well. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, phase 2 is really easy. It's cheese strat. You stand right here. You wait for him. You just wait. And then when he comes close, you move. And then you hit him some more and stand right there and move and then stand right there. And then you move. So really easy to win. But you do control your damage. So we didn't even take that many hits, but if you're doing low percent, like 3 hits is almost half your life bar. Obviously you could do it easier with dash. We did not, except for that one accidental dash, but you saw like it didn't really contribute anything. I still got hit. And it wasn't the deciding factor. I could have gotten hit more and it still would have been fine. Hopefully you'll let that one stand. Okay, we got Gator next, who is unremarkable in almost every way, except that it is the coolest stage. It is by far the coolest stage. Have you considered how much your life would improve if you lived in a Gator tank? Just like a big old tank that you could just ride around, shaped like a dinosaur gator thing. I thought not. I mean, who among us would not have a better life riding around in a giant dinosaur tank? I know my life would be better. Maybe without the spikes. Maybe we could have it without the spikes. I'm not personally into the spikes. I find them a little bit hurty. Maybe some people would like them. Okay, very limited use of the mech here in order to get into this spot. Like, other than that, we don't ever need the mech again. Do not back down. Do not show fear. They smell fear. The mechs. Yeah, they hurt if they hit you, but they gotta hit you. I'm gonna go to the top and try to get this free life. Why not? I feel like we'll use it. It's not gonna be a waste. Maybe I'll have more accidental dashes and gotta back out of it. Oh wait, there's a health thing here, right? Yeah, I want that. I'll just take, you know, the hit. Oh wait, cool. I'm confident I could beat Alligator hitless. I'm gonna try to, in fact, but, you know, maybe we get a couple of hits. He's just such an easy boss fight. It takes a little bit, but there's nothing he can really do to win. Even if he chomps you, like, he's not gonna do that every time. The reason why I spam the bullets is so I can know almost the instant when he tries to chomp a bullet out of the air. Because I'll hear a plink and then I know it's time to stop. If he chomps your bullets, then he's gonna do something you don't like. And we win. Oh wait, we don't. Not yet. Oh gosh. 1 HP and a dream. Gator here. Got him. Poor Gator. He got hit 32 times that counted and probably a few hundred more that didn't. The most one-sided victory that you will probably see today. Was that the last one? It was, wasn't it? Dr. Kane, what's wrong? You're doing your eyebrows again. I think he says we have to go to the North Pole. Nobody thought he was going to say that. I sure didn't. We have 5 tries currently. We'll have one more by the end, hopefully. This stage is a lottery. I want to be just very careful how I phrase it. It's a lottery. It's not a skill stage. Either Violin lets you win, or you don't win. There is no skill option here where you just finesse him so much that you can't lose. Not an option. Doesn't exist. Pardon me, I have to focus. Dead. Ledge jumps are a little bit difficult. A little difficult, aren't they? So we won't have all 5 tries. What a shame. Now, where were we? Oh yes, ledge jumps. Okay, there's one more challenging one. And it's not this one. This one's the easiest. Okay. Those of you who don't know, we're going to take the low route. Some of us might have only ever taken the high route because it seems shorter. The low route has its benefit because it has a free life. That's basically why we're doing this. That's all. Yuck. I'd love to do this in one shot. That probably won't happen, but I'd just love to do it. Gonna farm this guy just in case. Good. I prefer taking the left wall on these next closing walls here. Whew. We got one scorpion up ahead. Don't want to take any damage. And we get to face Violin with full health. Let's go. It's a lottery, so we have to make the most of our 5 chances here. If he wants you to win, then you win. Otherwise, you're gone. I have a few things I'll try to do to maximize our chances, but just get ready for me to die a little bit. That was on me. That was a silly hit. Shouldn't have taken it. You just take a gamble on where he's gonna throw first. Sometimes you lose. That's okay. That's totally within expectations. We didn't think we were gonna get out of that just unscathed, hitless. No, that would be remarkable. Close. Oh my gosh, we got him. Try 2, was it? Or was it try 3? One of those. Well, we don't have to fight him anymore. Thank goodness. Oh. That puts me way ahead of where I thought I would be right now. I've had some attempts to record this start to finish. Okay, and the first time I was at 1 hour and 30 minutes and I was like having to get more lives and come back. It was miserable. If you find yourself in this position, go ahead and try to do it a different way. Like, don't feel like you have to do it this way unless you really love challenges, you know? I don't want anybody to start hating Mega Man X just because of something they saw on YouTube. You don't have to do it the hardest way. I'm just saying I wanted to, just to see what it was like. And now I know what it's like, and it's what it's like. Wow, that's profound. It's profound, Allie. I know. Okay. Okay, next part's kind of boring because we can't dash, can't do any time saves, so we just gotta do a bunch of wall climbs. Do a bunch of wall climbs, just a bunch. And we just wait and wait and wait. Don't forget about the mechanic where you can jump on water. If you didn't know about that, well, now you do. I'm sure everybody did know that. And for this next part, I'm going to take some hits. And then we cross the spikes. We're, of course, not going to go to the other spikes because you'd have to use a weapon to get to those, so... Also, I don't know how we do it anyway. Hey, great. This means we have 4 tries on Surges. I'm much more confident in this battle, although I still might die. I'm not perfect at it. Not at all. I've had some success figuring out what to do. First thing I do is stand in the back and don't face him. Disrespect this boss, you know? I'm gonna drop down first thing. Take out the lowest cannon. It shoots a big, annoying, fast, straight beam. Makes it very hard to drop down low and be safe. But once you get rid of that one, it's a lot easier to dodge everything. And have safety. Oh geez, I hit the ceiling on that other platform. Okay, once you get down to this number, things get a lot easier. I'm a focus though. Alright, then, recently learned, you can kind of just spam him. And although I don't like to do it, I can kind of stand in the middle. I don't like to split my attention, because what if he comes for you, you know? What if he shoots for you in the middle and you miss seeing it? Sometimes he does that. Case in point. Oh, come on. I think that one should count. Some of these hits are kind of sus. Alright, first try. I'm happy for that. How that went. Score. Next we have the Neo Agile stage, and that was actually pretty challenging. Looking forward to the stage, not the boss fight so much. Boss fight's kind of forgettable. I think this stage, more than any of the others, reminds me of the original Mega Man games. The old NES platformers. You have mysterious floating platforms that don't make a whole ton of sense, but they're there, and they're kind of fun. You know what I'm saying? Go play an old Mega Man game. We can ignore some of the platforms. Not all of them, of course. Like, potentially we could ignore this one, but that becomes a pixel-perfect jump, and why? How hard do we need to make this, right? And this one's not a pixel-perfect jump. But, I like to get rid of that Triceratops guy first. Okay, we got that one. Cool. Are there any other guys? No, doesn't look like it. Ah, darn. Ah, that was accidental. I keep... Ah! That was accidental. 1, 2, 3. And that's how we're gonna do it. One, two, three. It's that third jump. There, finally. I'm not happy it took that long. Are you kidding me? But here we are, at the end of it. You might be thinking, can you complete the spiky test jump ahead without dash? I don't think you can without a bat, and I can't so far get a bat to follow me that far. Like, I can't use any boss weapons either, so that's part of it. So we don't go that way. Okay. This next part's really actually very challenging for me. Okay, I'm gonna let this guy zoom. And then on his way back, we go. That's okay. Sometimes you fail. Sometimes you do. That's what it is. Glad I didn't try to say that this would be a deathless run. Like, you can do it, probably. I'd say I'd have to train this for a few more months or something to really get comfortable with every single thing that could happen. You really do need full health to make this next part work. Oh. As I was saying. Oh! Okay, so I have a new strat. I have a new strat. Just came up with it. Just struck me. Imagine. Don't stop. That's the new strat. Can you imagine? I know. Like, who could have thought of that? Amazing. No, I really did just notice that I don't have to stop at all. Sorry if y'all already knew that. Oh, that was accidental. It's been like 6 of those. But y'all can see I'm not pressing the A button at all. That's my dash button. If I could turn off dash, I would do it. Totally would. Okay, we just don't stop. That's what we do. And they always apparently catch you if you don't stop. That's scary, isn't it? Got my blood pumping. Can we win? I'm sure we can, but maybe not on this life. Neo Agile, not very hard, but he has some surprise hits, like you might not be entirely ready. Like that one. Not like that one. You know eventually he's going to shoot that out, but you can't time exactly when. Okay, let's go. After he does it the first time, I don't feel like he does it as much. Oh no. Okay. It's much easier to know when he, like, turns red and telegraphs the move. Because then you just know it's time to get ready for him to shoot the platform out again. Way to turn the right way. Ow. Okay, we got him. Gosh, that hurt. Okay, this is the hard part. You might not think this is hard because we've beaten all the Mavericks before, right? Yeah, we have. We have beaten them all. But for some reason their AI has changed. I don't know why. I swear it is very different to fight them this time. Part of it is that, you know, their stages have changed. Like, they have different areas that they cover. The size of the room has changed. One room has spikes now and it didn't used to. You know, that kind of stuff. But additionally, their AI has changed. So I'm going to stock up on lives, because the last thing you want to do is run out of lives and run into a boss that you can't beat. Because then you got to repeat all of the bosses again. I don't know if you know that. The Gauntlet stage is very unforgiving that way. It doesn't remember which ones you've beaten. You have to beat them all in one set of lives. I despawned him. How silly. Doesn't matter, we'll just come back. Or will we? Am I confident in 7 tries? Can we do it in 7 tries? Let's try. 7 tries. It would be hard to imagine dying 7 times, wouldn't it? Famous last words. Let's go! Let's go! I'm gonna do crab first, because I fear the crab. I fear the crab. So we're gonna go over here to the spike room. Wish me luck. Okay, this is going great so far. This does not sound at all like the report that I had earlier where their AI has changed and they're all horrible. What is going on here? Why is he easy now? I'm upset a little bit, actually. Like, I've lost dozens of lives to this guy before. Where's my nemesis gone? I didn't get better. He just got worse. Okay, that's 1 down. Smart Soldier is going to refill slightly before the next battle. I'm gonna go to Ostrich next. Hey, did you all know this? Because I found out when I was training for this run that you can charge and enter this room and get behind the boss. Did y'all know that? I just learned that, so I just thought that was really cool. Doesn't help me terribly much, but it's fun. Ow. Ow. He won with stage control. Hey, that's why we brought all the lives that we have. In case that stuff happens. Charge up, you just get freedom to walk around. I prefer to start right behind him. You get a free hit, why not? It's like 15 hits instead of 16. Boom! Oh, unless you face the wrong way. Sure, yeah, okay. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna try to get him into that rhythm again. He cornered me up on the hill. Stage control matters. You want to keep the low ground on this guy. And I keep forgetting that that's the high ground if you go left. High ground doesn't help you with Ostrich. Not at all. Alright, we're gonna face the correct direction instead of running away this time. Boom! This is not too bad. This is not too bad. Oh, that's bad. Alright, let him respawn. Okay, one hit left. We got him. Just don't let him land on our head. That's fine. Shoo. I don't like that stage. They changed the layout, and everything is high ground. Okay, since we don't have complete health, it is my recommendation that we go to an easier fight. I'm assuming Moth will be. Maybe. One could be lucky. No dash, no dash. Alright, it's up to RNG how many times he cycles that. You really don't get a say. But then it's the same strat as before. You just kind of hug this wall, and stand here, and then move, and then stand here. Relatively easy fight. We can't get full health bar again, so my strategy would be to refill as much as we can, and then go to a sort of intermediate difficulty boss, like Centipede, where you might get hit a couple times, but probably not hit enough times that you die. Oh wait, we do refill. Totally. Never mind. We're doing Snail next. One of the more challenging boss battles, perhaps. Perhaps, if the AI will do what I think it does. I don't know why everybody's kind of like easier except for Ostrich. Maybe we got lucky this time. Hmm? Darn. I couldn't get out of that one. It's a little bit more challenging, maybe. Oh. Hit me. It got me good that time. He's probably gonna get me again. Yeah, he got me again. Oh boy, time stop. I'm probably get hit a third time. Woo! Lucky. Whoa! That was rude. I thought he would do time stop. Well, now he will. I might die. What a shame if we do. Yeah. Yep. It's RNG if he keeps spinning or if he targets you with the top of his shell. Sometimes you get an extra round and you weren't expecting it. Okay, take two. Are we still good on lives? We're great on lives. We're doing awesome on lives. Alright, buddy. Hurry it up, buddy. Let's do this thing. Darn. Get out. Oh boy. That was not an ideal situation. But none of them ever are. Not with this guy. Okay, now we got him. That's that's the formation you want. You have lots of room to dodge and prepare. Yes. Now we got him time stop. Yes. 2 more hits of big charge. 1 more hit of big charge. We don't have to deal with Snail anymore. I'm happy about that. Like, really, honestly, very happy that we don't have to deal with Snail. Probably, possibly, maybe, never again. Until the next time we do this. What do we want to do next? Stag? Probably Stag. Stag's a little different. I feel like the AI changes, and he starts in the middle of the room, which is kind of challenging. It's different. Oh, big hit. Ow. Oh, he hit me because I wasn't ready for it. Gotta be always ready for that, or he will hit you with it. No! Well, you did the big Zangief pile driver to me. Wouldn't it be funny if that move was in this game? We have 3 tries left. Unless Centipede's really hard, I think we're out of here. But I don't know, maybe Stag's the one. Stag could be the one. I guess I'll just focus on this battle. Does this seem repetitive to you? I missed. That was not a good shot. Like, you always need to be ready for him to do that. Always be ready for him to do that. If you have dash, it's no problem. If you don't, be ready for him to do that. There, I've made my point, haven't I? Okay. Now we got Wire Sponge, Gator, and Centipede. I'll do Centipede next. He's the last wild card in the group that I'm expecting. Like, who knows? Maybe there's other stuff I haven't seen, but I think this is maybe the last fight where it's going to be kind of like maybe challenging. Oh, he's doing it again. Let's go. It's his amount of health that controls how difficult it is to mash and get away. So, as you are interpreting, if he has more health, like, or less health, like right now, you can't really get away. And he gets a lot campier about where he wants to sit in the room. Four hits left. I think he's gonna nerf us for the fourth time. I think he's gonna go for it. Well, if he does, we'll hit him first. Good deal. All right, now it's Wire Sponge and Gator, who shouldn't pose much of a challenge. Let's just finish it up fast. Do Sponge. Sponge's room is smaller, so that's different. A little bit harder to deal with him. I'm gonna gamble and assume he won't hit me if I stand in the corner. Ow, that really hurt. Oh boy, well, I might die to Sponge if my gamble doesn't pay off. And we go to Gator. I like our chances on Gator, don't you? Yeah. Now that's the gauntlet, as I like to call it. We finished the boss rush. And now for the hardest fights anybody's ever done. It's not true, but they're pretty hard. We no longer farm for lives because no matter what, every try has to do the whole stage again. It's brutal. But that's why we come here, isn't it? Let's finish this thing. I do feel like there's a punchline in this someplace. We're fighting Sigma, who has claws. So, Sigma claws at the North Pole. Maybe? Punchline? Seems like it. Also, the coordinates at the North Pole are 0, 0. Yeah? Yeah? You think? Illuminati confirmed. Yeah, we mustn't forget that if you don't go right then, you can't cross the pit. You have to use dash. We don't use dash. That's not what we're doing. So, we're gonna have to fight our friend here. He's a ridiculous fight. Okay, sometimes you get the bad RNG like we did, but this is the fight. This is the whole fight. All of it. Man, they rebuilt Zero and they made him not too good. They made him not good. Spend all that time on Zero and made him skip leg day. Collected and crafted all 3 parts. Broke into the lab and stole a control chip and made it so that he can't aim slightly upward. They did him wrong, you know? It's okay, we'll rebuild them and make him even better still, but they did him wrong. They did Zero wrong right there. Okay, we're probably gonna start dying on repeat. If this does make it to YouTube somehow, I don't know what to tell you. Like, I'm sorry. This is gonna be a big block of probably me repeating the level and getting increasingly more tired looking, and wishing that I had made better choices in life. But glad you're here. I need to remember how to do this fight. Okay, I remember how to do this fight. Man, he doesn't usually start that way. I don't like that. I should have turned back. One hit. Ooh, we win. RNG rules that battle, but there are some things you can do to make it work better. I might die instantly next, though. Unless we get health. So, here's hoping. There's a lot of lag in my version. I don't know if every version is like this, but if there's like anything on the screen right now, I'm like slowed to a crawl. Which I kind of like, in a way. Gives me some time to focus. As you probably already know, Sigma's life bar is indicated by his color. So it goes from green to light blue to dark blue to purple to orange to red. And we're just going to take him all the way there. It's going to take a long time. Hey, okay, we're back in the game. It's much easier to use S-Chain. It's much easier to use the secret technique. But we can't do either of those things, and we can't dash, so this is the pattern we just have to end up repeating endlessly. And he's got a second attack pattern. That starts after you hit him when he's red. We still have a few hits to go before that's going to happen. And hopefully, we'll be full health when he does get there, because it's a rhythm-keeping game that you end up playing with him. There's a lot of RNG involved, but there is some rhythm-keeping with it. It's pretty precise. Sigma's Dance Challenge. What if that was an actual game, Sigma's Dance Challenge? Would you play it? Gross. Takes something like 20 hits, or I don't know, I haven't really counted, after you turn him red to finish him. But it's a lot more than you want it to be. If you ever don't like the enemies that it gives you, you can always hover on the wall, just like so. He despawns them for you, you get to try again. Everything's fine. Okay. So we're about to get real. Let's get real. Realer than you want to get. Yeah, that was close. I love this lag though. That was that's probably why I was able to get up the wall, is because of the lag. Just a few more. You don't know how happy that made me. I'm gonna have this for weeks. Let's go! Oh. Okay, that's the hardest challenge I've ever done. I am personally very happy that it happened and that you suggested it to me and that this can all happen and I can upload it now, but wow. Don't anybody ever do this for speed. That would be wrong. Don't do it. But if you do this, if you want to do this, tell me about it because I want to come support you. Keep fighting the good fight, y'all. We're gonna escape an exploding fortress now. And I'm gonna get to watch the secret ending that I've never seen. Never in my... in the 30-some years that this game has been out, it's been 30 years, right? I've never seen the low percent ending. I've kept this spoiler away from me. So I'm watching it the first time. It looks the same so far. I hope it wasn't in the text that I scrolled through really fast. What's up, Zero? Cheers, Zero. Joined by his friend Zero, Mega Man X gazes out over the sea. That's a sea, all right. Sigma has once again been destroyed, but X wonders if the fighting will truly end. Was Dr. Light's dream of a world in which Reploids and humans live together in peace merely a dream? I mean, those of us who know what happens next know the answer to that. The price of peace is often high, X thinks to himself. Who or what must be sacrificed for it to become reality? So edgy. And when the time comes, will he be able to do it? To make the dream a reality? We hope so. The future holds the answers, or... ... Or what? Or what? I guess I didn't remember the ending being so cryptic. Maybe I've never actually read all that text. Okay, we are riding the bike right now, but this is a moving platform, so it's still Buster only. We're not using dash. You know, we're not shooting with the bike gun. It's fine. It's fine. We're riding the bike as a moving platform. I thought this would be 3 hours long. We got so lucky. I have no idea. I have no way to express to you how lucky that was. I've had recordings. I've had recordings that were going on 4 hours long. I was like, I can't upload this. I can't. Even if I do it, and I've never won the final Sigma battle. Are you kidding? I've never actually done that. That was so lucky. And we bossed him around because the RNG was really nice to me and let me keep my health full. Oh my gosh. So I can't tell you how happy I am that this worked out. Whoa, wait, was that Zero? No, it totes was. Zero just flew past us, even though we're on a bike. I don't know if I've seen that before. Does he always do that? Is that part of the special ending? Maybe it is. Okay, well, thank you very much for joining me. If you want to do this challenge again, tell me that you're doing it, because I want to come support you and say, hey, good job. And if you need to modify the rules, actually, I encourage that. Do it, because this was heckin' hard, and it probably would be for anybody who tried it. So if you need to like modify it to fit you so that you'll still have fun, I'll still come support you. Just tell me that you're doing it. Drop me a comment. And hope you had fun today. Hope you found something that you found interesting. Cheers. Until next time.